Are you ever standing next to a guy you're dating or interested in and you're like, oh, this guy's so cute, and then he talks? Okay, this is going to be my final recap for Blood of Olympus and for Heroes of Olympus, which is crazy. I was going to give you my thoughts after I finished the book, but I'm finishing the book now, so I will give you my thoughts as I go along. I just got to the part where Nico got back to camp and he ran into Will. And I'm not going to lie, that scene was really cute. Knowing what's coming, even though I haven't read what's coming next, that was actually really cute. That's probably the best meet cute we've gotten the whole series. I would bet for, well, not the fourth series, but for all three series, that's probably the best meet cute we're gonna get. Even though they technically have already met before. That was good. Rick, I'll give you that. I said you're not a romance writer, but you did a good job with that. Now we are going to backtrack because what bothered me, what was not cute, was the rivalry ends here. We're about to die. And that's what you have to say to me, the rivalry ends here? You couldn't come up with something else to say? That wasn't cute. I'm sorry, that wasn't cute. And before any of you come for me, because you guys love to defend these cute scenes and these people, you love to defend Piper, you love to defend Annabeth when I say something about Annabeth and Percy. I don't want to hear it. Talk to somebody your own age about it. I'm 27 years old. If you are not older than 24 years old, I don't want to hear what you think is and isn't cute compared to me. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry, this time I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I've already lived past my 16-year-old stage. We think different things are cute, and that's okay. But that wasn't cute. If he would have just kissed her and said, I love you, no matter what happens, it'll always be you, that's different. The rivalry ends here. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this. Are you ever standing next to a guy you're dating or interested in and you're like, oh, this guy's so cute, and then he talks and he says the stupidest stuff and you were so embarrassed? That's happened to me. That happened to me earlier this year. We were not dating. We just met that night and this man was so beautiful. And then he started talking to my friends and I was like, this man's an idiot. Reading that scene brought me PTSD to that moment in my life. It wasn't cute. It had to be said. It wasn't cute. I have a battle to get to, so I'll get back to you guys. I'm still loving the Will and Nico banter. Nico's like me though. Like, he's like, I don't like physical touch. There was another part, I swear was in this book, where I think somebody gave him a hug or touched him and he was like, yeah, that's enough. That's me. Like, if we're not dating, don't touch me. It's just not necessary. Don't touch me. Honestly, I'd prefer a couple feet in between us. Give me my space. But their banter is very funny already. So it's making me want to read the last series more. I like Will. I remember when I was reading about this book on Wikipedia when I wasn't going to finish reading the book years ago. They were saying that Nico said everybody pushed him away, but really Nico was the one who did it. So I was waiting for that part. And it's Will who called him out. There we go, Will. Because I hate when people are just so self-deprecating and you're like, be so for real. It wasn't us, it's you. You're the problem. You're the problem. You don't talk to anybody. Nobody's going to talk to you. And I've been through a nerdy phase where you're obsessed with something. I get it. But like, you'll always find the people who like what you like too. Or when you grow out of it, you find something else. Or maybe learn to like something else. But Nico, now I haven't had a sibling pass away. And I can imagine how hard that would be. I actually can't imagine how hard that would be, so that's a little different. But like, I'm sorry, Nico, everybody kept trying with you and you pushed everybody away. That was a choice, and I'm glad Will cut him off because, sorry, we have a battle. I'm not all for listening to this right now. We have been listening to this since the Titans curse, and I'm tired of it. This talk that Zeus just had with Jason is confusing me. I loved the scene with all of the gods after the battle. I was like, wow, my skits are actually pretty accurate. They do talk like this. I think Zeus, I could make him a little more in charge, like stern. When he was putting Hera in check, I was like, Hera, talk back. But she really backed down. Damn. Don't let a man put you in your place. You're the queen of Olympus. I didn't like that. I didn't like how he was talking to anybody. And I don't know what's about to happen to Leo. I'm confused. I never thought I'd say these words, but I'm proud of Nico. Finally over this Percy thing. I was not expecting him to walk up to Percy though. That takes a lot. I love the feeling when you finally get over someone and you're like, he's just a regular guy. But reading it, that's pretty funny. He didn't have to do that, but I guess for him, he needed to. It was a good scene. I liked that. Also, Will is so me. Like, so much that Will says, I'm like, this is literally me. When he's like, you could have helped me. Like, you've had like 1 to 3 conversations with this person. You automatically expect them to help you because you like them. Yes, I do absolutely expect that. Like, did you not feel our chemistry? Where were you this whole time? You didn't try to check on me. You didn't try to see if I was okay. You didn't ask if I was okay. You didn't want to bring me any food. You didn't want to help. You knew I was working and you didn't bring me one meal. Yeah, I get it, Will. I get it. Okay, I finished the book. It was good. Nobody else died, so we're good. I do think for the book's purposes and suspense and all that, somebody else should have died like last time. Last time we had a lot of people die. We had Luke, we had Selena, and we had Beckendorf, and more people too. That was hard. This time it was really just Octavian, which we didn't like anyway. Now time to go to Trials of Apollo. Now I really just want to read Trials of Apollo because I want to see more of Will and Nico, and I want to see like everybody's reaction to Calypso. Yeah, the book was pretty good. The series was good. The first series was better. I'm interested to hear you guys' thoughts on the book though, and you guys' thoughts on the series. I just feel like my main complaint for this last book was there was just too many perspectives, too much was going on. Feel like I couldn't get into one person's story because we kept switching stories. And honestly, it felt like a lot of nothing until the last third of the book. It just felt like a lot of stories, but nothing happening in those stories. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you next time. Bye.